Viola Liuzzo was a white civil rights activist from Detroit, Michigan, who was murdered by members of the Ku Klux Klan on March 25, 1965, for her role in the civil rights movement. As a wife, mother of 5, and dedicated Unitarian Universalist, she was deeply committed to racial justice and equality. Born in Pennsylvania in 1925, Liuzzo experienced poverty firsthand during the Great Depression, which shaped her deep sense of justice and empathy for marginalized communities. She later moved to Detroit, where she married labor organizer Anthony Liuzzo and became involved in progressive causes. While raising her children, she pursued her education, enrolling at Wayne State University, where she was exposed to discussions on social justice and racial inequality. The civil rights movement deeply resonated with Liuzzo, particularly after witnessing the brutality of Bloody Sunday on March 7, 1965, when peaceful marchers were attacked by Alabama state troopers on the Edmund-Pettus Bridge in Selma. Determined to take action, she left her family in Michigan and traveled to Selma to assist in the movement, joining the efforts of the Southern Christian Leadership Conference, SCLC. In Alabama, Liuzzo worked as a volunteer, helping transport activists, providing aid to marchers, and supporting the final leg of the historic Selma to Montgomery March. The march, which aimed to secure voting rights for African Americans, was a pivotal moment in the struggle for civil rights. After thousands of marchers successfully reached Montgomery on March 25, 1965, Liuzzo continued her efforts by driving black activists and volunteers back and forth between Selma and Montgomery. That evening, as she was driving back to Montgomery along Highway 80 with a black civil rights worker, Leroy Motone, she was spotted by members of the Ku Klux Klan. Enraged at the sight of a white woman traveling with a black man, 4 Klansmen, Eugene Thomas, William Eaton, Collie Leroy Wilkins Jr., and FBI informant Gary Thomas Rowe, chased her car. As they pulled alongside her vehicle, they opened fire, hitting Liuzzo twice in the head. Her car veered off the road and crashed, killing her instantly. Motone survived by playing dead as the Klansmen fled the scene. Liuzzo's murder caused national outrage, highlighting the deadly resistance to racial justice in the South. President Lyndon B. Johnson personally condemned the attack and ordered an investigation, leading to the arrest of the Klansmen. However, due to Alabama's deeply racist legal system, they were acquitted by an all-white jury on state murder charges. Eventually, 3 of the men were convicted of federal civil rights violations and sentenced to 10 years in prison, but none served their full terms. Adding to the tragedy, the FBI, led by J. Edgar Hoover, attempted to discredit Liuzzo and minimize the federal government's role in her death. They launched a smear campaign against her, falsely claiming she was involved with black men in the movement, neglecting her family, and engaging in immoral behavior. These efforts were later revealed to be baseless but had a lasting impact on her public image at the time. Despite the efforts to tarnish her reputation, Liuzzo was ultimately recognized as a martyr for civil rights. Her name is inscribed on the Civil Rights Memorial in Montgomery, and she was posthumously honored by various organizations, including the SCLC. In 2015, during the 50th anniversary of the Selma marches, she was acknowledged by President Barack Obama for her sacrifice. Today, Viola Liuzzo is remembered as a courageous white ally who gave her life in the fight for racial equality. Her story continues to inspire activists and serves as a reminder of the risks many took to advance civil rights in America. Thank you, Viola Liuzzo, we will never forget you.